Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I have filmed and I'm so happy to be back. My name is Chris and on today's video we're going to talk about a new fragrance from the house of Chanel. So I went on vacation and I have to say it was a magical vacation to the great city of Puerto Vallarta. My connecting flight was in the city of Dallas and they happened to have a Chanel boutique inside. And I was very, very excited because I went in there to buy a certain fragrance and the sales associate decided to give me a sample of a fragrance that has not yet launched and it is very much anticipated by a lot of people. So the one that she gave me a sample of is this one right here. And this is Allure Homme Sports and it's Superleggera. Superleggera. I think that's how you say it, Superleggera. And it's a new men's fragrance from the house of Chanel, which it's been a while. When was the last time we got a men's fragrance from Chanel? It was Chanel the Parfum, Bleu de Chanel Parfum. And since then, we have not gotten a new scent for men. And this is part of, like I said, the Allure line. Kind of. It's a flanker to Allure, but the thing about it is Allure Sport kind of took its own identity separately from the Allure line. What I mean by that is, like, for example, Coco Mademoiselle was originally a flanker to Coco, and it just took a mind of its own. That's kind of what we're seeing here as well. So let's get into the fragrance and see what it smells like, to see the notes, to see what my opinion is about it. I have it right here, and it's a very small sample. It's very cute, so if you just want to look at that, and I'll obviously flash you pictures of this on the screen. But this fragrance, I have to say, when I first sprayed it on, I was not impressed. It wasn't one that was, ruffling my feathers. And I don't mean that because it smells bad or it's not a good fragrance or anything like that. I say that because it's very much a men's fragrance. It's very much a freshy, clean, barbershop type of smell. Kind of what you would expect out of a men's fragrance. A polo blue, a acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani, something around those lines is kind of what you're going to get here. So if you like those very mainstream, likable, wearable fragrances that are just easy to wear, and they're also very easy to apply. And what I mean by that is when you get into the world of niche fragrances and the world of more expensive fragrances, you tend to have to think of what the actual circumstance and the occasion that you're going to wear these fragrances to, because they're just so different to the point where you have to really think ahead of time to wear the fragrance. And this one is a very easy one to spray on, go for a run, do some laundry, do whatever you're going to do, and it's still going to get attention. It's still going to get you compliments, and it's just easy breezy. So this fragrance is being launched in 2024. As of filming this video, it is still not available online. I did look on Chanel's website, so it should be around here soon. I'm very, very excited. Fragrance notes for this are going to be white musk, mandarin orange. We're going to get sandalwood, cedarwood, grapefruit, and patchouli. A very traditional men's fragrance. Very, very nice, very likable. It is going to be sexy, but it's a Chanel type of sexy. And what I mean by that, it's a suit and tie type of sexy. Chanel doesn't do like Sauvage, the leather jacket, or like the Versace Dylan Blue, which is a bad boy fragrance. It's more your guy in a suit, polished hair, polished shoes, very much an office type of man. And this is the fragrance that you're going to get with Allure Homme Sports Superleggera. And I definitely think it's a nice one. So we start off with that very traditional Allure type of smell. And I have to say, it's very nice. You get more grapefruit in this one than anything else. You also get that very beautiful white musk running through the entire fragrance, giving you that very crisp and clean smell. But you also get some patchouli in here, which is going to add some depth to the fragrance. And that's really another key ingredient in this fragrance that really makes this fragrance a little bit unique to anything else. Like I said, if you smell this one, you're going to like it, you're going to want it, and it's going to be an easy purchase. And I definitely see why people will gravitate towards this one. Now, the only thing that I will say about it is that you're not going to stand out of the crowd when it comes to uniqueness. This is not what this fragrance was intended to do, so just keep that in mind. In comparison to the other Allure Homme Sports lines, or fragrances, I should say, this one is kind of up there on my favorites. I definitely say that my favorite one still to this day is Allure Homme Sports Extreme. That is a magic of a fragrance. It's very, very nice. It's still going to be your run-of-the-mill mass manufactured men's fragrance, but it has this je ne sais quoi to it that makes it a little bit different, a little bit unique, and it also has a sharpness to it. I think with this fragrance, that is kind of what we're missing. We're not getting the sharpness that we're used to seeing in Chanel fragrances. Chanel fragrances, when it comes to citric elements or whatever other element they're doing it, there's kind of this powdery background. There's this citric element to it that is going to be sharp, almost zesty, almost metallic, if you will. And in this one, I definitely do not see it. So that is something that this one is missing. It's just going to be a very smoothed out fragrance. It's smooth from beginning to end. There is no, note that is going to jump out at you. Everything is just very nicely polished and put together for this fragrance. And that's why I say it's very much a men's suiting fragrance. So correction, I actually just looked at Chanel's website and it is available for sale. Now the pricing for this is a little bit steep, very, very steep. Now do keep in mind that this is an eau de parfum concentration, so maybe that's why they're charging as much as they are. But for a men's fragrance, this is a little bit up there in cost. Typically men's fragrances are cheaper because I just think men don't want to spend that much money on fragrances, or they didn't traditionally. I think with the world of TikTok and social media, men are now paying for these fragrances. So for a 3.4 ounce bottle or 100 mils, the price for this is going to be 172 US dollars. So that's a lot of moolah. That is a lot of moolah. Yes, it's eau de parfum concentration, so you're going to get that longevity and performance out of it. But at the same time, it is up there in cost. It's kind of, well, it's not really up there if you're going to compare it to other brands like Tom Ford, but I think we're all kind of used to Tom Ford going a little bit cray-cray with the actual pricing, and they always end up at discounters. So I wouldn't buy a Tom Ford fragrance at full price, just my opinion. But Chanel never goes on sale. You can never get it at discounters. Hardly ever you find it. And if you do, it's always sold out. So this one's going to be $172 flat for 100 mils. So keep that into consideration because that is a lot of money. So let me know what your thoughts about this fragrance are down below in the comments. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fragrance related content. Love you guys. Until next time, take care. Bye.